perhaps wisely sensed it coming and checked up just a little bit. But right now, he looks to be very quick. But we are under 2 minutes to go. And you heard the call. That was 2 laps to go. Let's quickly take a look at the Acura move of the race. And it was an easy one to determine. A magical move by Lucas Luhr in the Audi, Bill.
I agree 100%. It was just brilliant. Here we are on board, coming down the straight, weaving his way through the Porsches.
That was your accurate move of the race, and it paid off big time as Werner was able to sneak through those Porsches, pick up the overall lead, and he has held it up until now. 1 minute and 20 to go. He's in some traffic, but he's got some traffic splitting he and Pirro sort of acting as a buffer back to Dumas.
Oh, boy, look at Pirro, too, just trying to dart and weave through this traffic. Again, these guys are so smart. They're
and
so
Brabham got by.
Brabham did.
Brabham has now picked up the lead in P2 and 3rd overall in this one. And if this were to hold, it would be this team's best finish ever, a win in P2 on the heels of their previous best finish at St. Pete 2 weeks ago. Here it is, Bill.
You're on board the Acura. Just listen to this. Little wiggle off the corner. Look at David, going to slot down the inside, tries to move over on a block, and he doesn't.
They tanked.
They did.
A winglet came off, I think, of that Acura, but I think Brabham had said, this is my one shot, enough's enough, I'm going through, and we have just begun our final lap.
Yeah, he made the right decision at that point. You know there might be contact. The Acura, not as strong a car as the Porsche. Those pieces will come off a lot easier than they will on the Porsche, but the proper gamble to take.
There is Werner on his final lap. Pirro as his wingman right now, essentially. And Brabham behind, you can see, has opened it up just a little bit over Dumas. And in fact, Mawson is closing in on Dumas on this one as well after having dropped back just a little bit. What a story for Brabham, Hycroft Racing, and the Acura program here to get the win. And boy, that car right there.
Yeah.
Smoking badly coming out. And they are coming up on the GT2 battle. And it is still the 71 Table Ferrari in front of the 2 Lizard entries as they turn in. There is Werner. He is coming up.
And he's got to be so cautious at this point because he's got to be aware that battle is so tight at GT2. They probably won't be watching the mirrors very closely.
I think he did the wise thing. He left that through. Werner has won it.
Good job.
Marco Werner.
Look at Lucas.
Luhr, 2 in a row for Audi.
We are on board with Dirk Mueller. This is the 71 Bell Micro Ferrari. And because Werner did not pass them, they have to run one more lap. Look at Hensler right behind him, the yellow windshield stripe. Pilet in the orange windshield stripe. The blanket over these 3. Last lap, the battle for GT2. And guess what? One of the most storied rivalries in the history of sports car racing. Ferrari and Porsche always it alive in GT2 in the American Le Mans Series.
Yeah, and I think you may see a gamble move on this lap. They have very little to lose at this point. Take a shot at it.
See what happens here. This is the last time down to the end of the long back straight into turn 9. Mueller defends a little bit. A dissuading line in. Now, what happens?
Look at the Porsche.
He's looking at it. Couldn't do it there. Does he straight line dive to the apex in the hairpin? Mueller covers. Turns in a little bit sooner. Now watch Pilet. So I thought he might try and square up.
Oh,
now it's
man.
acceleration.
I think
Hensler along the side, but it's not enough. He's looking in and out, but no. Tapple.
Brilliant.
Gets the 2nd straight win for this team after getting their first one 2 weeks ago in St. Pete. Unbelievable action late in the going. We'll be back.